We've all been there. It could have been a while ago, a year ago, or perhaps you are just now at this point, but everybody has been there. That point when you say, I want to buy some crypto. Good job, dude. Now that you have decided to jump in this wonderful and vibrant crypto space, what's next? How can I buy it? And where? And this is where this whole journey begins. You start surfing the internet, seeking the best place. Or maybe you've seen some ad on TV, you have heard a friend say something about this or that platform. In the end, you might have even gone out by yourself and registered on any of the most popular exchanges that we all know so well by now. Exchanges are places where you can trade your coins. And as simple as that is, there are two main types, and the difference are not so simple. But one thing separates them. They are the ones that are controlled by you, and they are the ones that are not. In this video, we're gonna try to explain in simple way the difference between centralized exchanges, CEX, and decentralized exchanges, DEX. Trading on CEX is very much like opening a fiat bank account. You need to register first by providing your name, surname, date of birth, ID, passport, phone number, home address, etc. They might ask you to provide other information like bills, bank statement, gas bill, phone bill, etc. in order to prove that you are really you, no other. Once you have accomplished these steps, the next thing is to make a deposit from your bank account to your Binance, CryptoKraken, CoinDesk, or any other CEX account you have decided to open. The deposit can take 3 to 5 days in order to arrive. And when that happens, you can go change your dollars, euros, and use it to buy crypto. So, a CEX is like a bank, basically a middleman. They keep your funds in the custody of the exchange. They charge you for keeping your funds safe. They charge you to withdraw. They charge you when you buy something. They charge you for everything. CEX work with an orders book, similar to stocks. You want to buy a coin, you place a buy order with a price in dollars. If there is someone that has placed a sell order with the same price in dollars, your transaction might succeed and you end up having the desired coins in your account. Funds are provided by the CEX themselves. Centralized exchanges are most users' first approach when getting into crypto. But don't go believing that they don't use our money to lease, loan, leverage, and God knows what else. They promise to keep our funds safe in their custody, but that's not always proven to be 100% true. Many of the main CEX platforms have been hacked and users have lost their money or part of it. So then, what is the reason to keep using them? DEX are sort of the dark side of the moon, the second step in this crypto journey, where you get to be your own bank and the real owner of your funds. In contrast to any CEX, there are no order books and sell orders that take place. In the centralized exchanges, you will be just fine with any e-wallet like Maya app loaded with some funds. In the centralized exchanges, usually you are not asked to complete any KYC. KYC means know your customer, and it is the process used by CEX that was described earlier, in which they ask you for information such as ID or passport, plus bank statement, gas bill, etc. to prove you are who you say you are, you live where you say you live, and so on. With the DEX, there are no third parties involved. It's a peer-to-peer, person-to-person interaction. You just connect your wallet to the platform with your funds loaded and ready to start trading. It's the users who provide the liquidity to the platform, so you are the one adding liquidity and the one who exchanges one coin for another. This disruptive concept is built on top of the blockchain through decentralized applications and smart contracts. But the most important thing is that now you, and just you, are the real owner of your funds, not any corporation or middleman. Another thing to note is that the fees for using a CEX such as Binance, Crypto.com or any other of the major CEX are way higher compared to those you pay on a DEX such as Maya, which are ridiculously low, literally pennies. The well-known CEX charge significant fees for any transaction, and besides that, they will use your assets to reinvest, trade, etc., earning crazy yields thanks to you delegating your assets with them. On the flip side, with decentralized exchanges like DEX, it is you earning money. The transaction fees you pay for buying, selling, or investing your funds often end up as a reward for investors, as in the example of the 0.25% of each transaction fee going to liquidity providers who have provided liquidity with their assets. Security is one of the main concerns when you are getting into decentralized exchanges. Mainstream crypto media will always tell you centralized exchanges are way more secure than decentralized ones, but that is not necessarily true. There is a possibility of being hacked in any exchange. So, as long as you keep your seed phrase and passwords safe and follow a few other basic security steps, you should be safe using decentralized exchanges. So, recap the main topics of this video. CEX versus DEX. They are both places for exchanging cryptocurrencies. Centralized exchanges, you are not in control of your funds, whereas decentralized ones, you are 100% the chief owner of them. In the CEX, they are gonna ask you for your grandma's house deed of sale, DEX only a e-wallet of your own. Corporations and other mainstream entities with personal interest on controlling your money will try to scare you off from using decentralized exchanges, saying they are unsecure and unsafe method of making trades. That's not true. Each individual is different. There is not good and bad in here. It is a matter of who is gonna be in control of your funds. Remember what they say, not your keys, not your coins. We suggest you to do your own research in order to have more knowledge the day you want to decide what to do. Please, Dior.